I don't actually know what I'm doing.
You're doing great, and Darth Maul just keeps popping up on your shirt.
I love him.
Cool.
I love him.
I'm living for it.
You can make that into a crop top, too.
I could. Except it's, like, kind of tight around this part, so I figured if I did, it was going to do that
Cheyenne,
rolling
he wants
thing.
you to cut Darth Maul in half.
Oh.
Yeah.
Except that would be, like...
Oh, that would be... that would be, like, dang.
Listen, like, not again. Also, yeah, like...
Yeah.
Not public appropriate anymore after that.
Or you could cut it and then just put, like, duct tape. You know when he comes back in, like, Rebels and he has, like, duct tape?
Oh, yeah.
I'll just, like, only, like, kind of duct tape it, so it's just kind of dangling there.
Like, kind of sexy, like, kind of put together.
Merch, like, or a shirt with the spider legs, or, like, the, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I've never seen one. Not that I can think of.
What a great opportunity for a low-fidelity cosplay. Just, like, buy black duct tape and just sort of, like... Alright.
And just duct tape everything.
You just say a bunch of angsty...
Angsty duct tape.
You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon? Should I have? It's a ship that made the castle run in less than 12 parsecs.
Welcome, everybody, to Kessel Run Weekly. This is a main channel episode featuring my favorite guests. Can everybody introduce themselves? Rebecca, you want to go first?
Hi, everyone. I'm Rebecca.
Grace, you want to go? That's it.
Am I supposed to say more?
No, it's okay. No, that's perfect.
Your Instagram handle, your date of birth, your
social security number, credit card number.
Oh, I get it. Nice,
Hi, everyone. I'm Grace.
And I'm Connor.
Yay. I don't think you guys have ever heard from Grace before. We have, but welcome, Grace, to your first episode. I guess outside of that Clone Wars, didn't we do a Clone Wars episode? Were you amidst that conversation?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm super excited, but I think that I was mainly sitting and, like, listening.
Okay.
You were, like, physically there.
Yeah.
I think that I was also, like, in the middle of Clone Wars, so I was getting my bearings a little bit.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed listening.
Awesome.
And I'm super pumped to be here.
Yeah, we're gonna do, like, a fun episode, which this was Rebecca's idea. I'm blessed to have her in my brain. Oh, hey. It says that Danny and other Grace, so Grace from the podcast team, are in the chat on the live. But yeah, so this is not necessarily different than what we normally do. We've done some silly episodes before, but this one involves some Disney stuff. So Rebecca's idea was to do, like, what the Disney characters would be, who the Disney characters would be as Star Wars characters.
Not like cast Disney characters as Star Wars characters.
Yes.
What happened was I said, we should do a funny episode, like, something like this. And then Cheyenne was like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And so, like, really, like, worked through it. It was just, like, the first draft of the idea. Here we are.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Wait, so hang on. Let's nail this prompt down. The prompt is we are going to take Disney characters from animated animated classics and not just classics, but anything that's really animated from
Disney.
Not Pixar.
Sure, whatever.
We could do that if we fall upon Pixar
animation.
characters.
We're going to cast them as characters in the Star Wars universe.
Yes.
You got it.
So, like, I started with, like, the Fab Five and Max. So, I don't know if that gives you an idea, but that's who I started my list with. I
started with Star Wars characters. That's great. This is just multiple ways of the same
I'm like, hold on, what?
I'm just saying, like, I wrote out, like, Han, Luke, Leia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I went like
who would it be?
Oh,
So
I need to close my door so my roommates do not hear me just yelling in here.
there will be yelling. This is your warning.
I wore Mickey, so we just rep.
You have to rep half. Yep. And here we are. I've got some folks on my shirt. Connor's wearing the same shirt he always wears, so.
I have many shirts that look the exact same.
I should have.
Like shameless. Okay, this is like the shameless opposite of a plug. Like normally on podcasts and YouTube things, I feel like people are always like, "Oh, and check out merch in my store," or "Hey, check out like this ad from Skillshare." But I actually need help. I need like Star Wars merch, T-shirts and long sleeve shirts and casual wear. It's like very obviously Star Wars fan, but not obviously Star Wars fan. Like subtly Star Wars.
Only Hope Supply should be your first stop. This is not a sponsored ad. I have
30% off. Like, what's the deal here?
Only Hope Supply should be a good stop. Oh, I can't remember any of the names.
Wait, I'm offended by why you don't want to be an obvious Star Wars fan.
No, here's the thing. So, like, I'm very obviously, like, a SpaceX fan, right? And I enjoy, like, space and all that sort of stuff. But, like, what I don't want is a T-shirt that just has, like, SpaceX with a giant plastic sticker over the front with, like, a rocket and, like a really cool shirt to me would be, like, a T-shirt that has, like, the Rebel symbol here. Like the Rebel emblem here, but it's like in like not a sticker, it's like in a different dye color sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, so that if somebody sees the Rebel, they'll be like, "Oh."
They're like, "Hey, I know you. We're friends."
Exactly.
So I'm thinking you should just start subtly Star Wars, and there we go.
Well, there you go. That's crap.
No one feel that.
Cut that out of the podcast.
Apply for charity.
Run the business, folks. We are starting.
To Star Wars merch people out there, please, that is my request. And if you want me to describe it in more vague terms, that's I'm happy to do that all day.
Some people are dropping their things in the live too, so you can check that after the comments.
But his shirt straight across says SpaceX, so why don't you just get a shirt that straight across says Star Wars?
But it's not. But okay, first of all, you can't find it. Like,
okay. Do you want me to go to my closet? I have like 14 different varieties.
Well, I have
two.
Shop at the same stores that you do. Like, I don't know.
Target men's section?
I haven't found them.
This is actually the merchandise, Star Wars merchandise.
Yeah, we're just a catalog, just a verbal catalog.
I look forward to seeing all the things that people post in the chat. Thank you guys for your recommendations.
Rebecca, like, getting all like, "Excuse me," and Connor's just like, "Thank you, everybody."
I got a little huffy, but
I love going to Target. I bought like 1 million coat hangers there the other day. But like, I've never seen great Star Wars men's merch.
They do rotate through good and horrible in the Target men's section, because I only have 2 shirts from there. This is from a vintage store, and I did this obviously because look at it. It's horrible, but
no, it looks great.
I bought it for like it was $16. It was too much money for a T-shirt, but it had him on it, so I wasn't gonna pass that up.
You have to get it.
Yeah, had to get it. Okay. Sorry, I'm like half looking at the chat. It's very hard because, as you can see, my phone is right here, and I'm.
I have the Instagram up. If you want me to.
If you want to monitor chat for me, do you want to be my mod like Grace is for Danny? That would be great.
Sure.
Okay. So, how do you guys want to do this? Do we want to do it based, like, start with Star Wars characters and go with like this Disney character would be this Star Wars character?
I think we could do that.
That's how Rebecca listed hers. So, Grace and Connor, how are you feeling?
It's all up here.
It's all up here. Okay.
Mine is on my phone, which I now can't
Mine is
access
all right here.
I'll hop in on chat, Beauty. It's okay.
Okay. Nothing stays up here for too long, so I couldn't just keep it in my brain. All right. So then why don't we start with OG Trilogy, Big 3.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. We're jumping in.
Can we start with Han, because that's the only one that I feel really confident about?
Yes.
I'm excited. I'm excited to read this.
Oh, no, yes. Okay, you and Rebecca are going to say the exact same thing. 100%.
I want you guys to try and say it at the same time.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Flynn Rider.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty obvious. I love that. I've seen
like the obvious answer, and he literally is only in it for the money.
Yeah.
True.
And then he gets so invested and falls in love with the princess.
Yeah.
It's like, where did they get the idea for Flynn Rider? Oh, from Han Solo.
Absolutely. He was captured. He was set free.
This is seeming a lot like they just were like, let's make Star Wars into a princess
Ryder
movie.
did. I mean, he could have,
No, Han Solo did. Oh, this is going to be very difficult.
Would that make...
Han Solo literally gets thrown into prison. That's why he meets Chewbacca.
Yeah, but like in the original trilogy, like 4, 5, 6, like there's not really a time where you're ever like, oh no, Han's real. Oh, I guess he did.
Frozen.
He was frozen in carbonite.
Yeah, I was about to say he was frozen in
but
carbonite.
that's
Yeah,
a great way to just like avoid everybody for a while.
I love you, I know. Unless I see the light.
All right.
So we're actually just going to translate every movie into Star Wars.
That's it. That's it.
So would that make Mother Gothel...
Podcast. Let's end on a high note.
Would that make Mother Gothel Darth Vader?
No, I know who Darth Vader is as well, actually.
Okay. All right. Bring it on.
Darth Vader is bowler hat guy. Okay. Not only does he wear black from head to toe, but he starts out as a young, innocent child, becomes evil, and then has his redemption arc.
I mean, I see it. I definitely see it. I just am so fascinated by Bowler Hat Guy. Because he's such
That's
a
from Meet
weird...
the Robinsons, for anyone who might not.
Yeah, people don't... Goob.
Yeah.
Freaking Goob.
That's a good one.
Snips,
That is a good
Goob,
one. Goob.
you know. I mean, not Snips, Sky Guy, Goob. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
literally the same. So.
He's tortured. He's you know.
Yeah.
He's got really
In his
big bags
own
under
brain.
eyes, just like Goob. Just kidding.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I don't know.
So we said big 3, and I was thinking big 3, and then you just jumped to Darth Vader.
I'm
So,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Are
I'm
we
sorry.
going to stay? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'd buy a bowler hat guy for Darth Vader.
Who do you buy for Darth Vader?
I was still focused on the big 3, so like, you know, I was trying to steer the conversation back towards...
We can do that. Let's do that. So let's start with Luke. So we did Han. Let's start with Luke. Han is Flynn Rider. Who is Luke? Connor, who do you feel like he is?
I feel like taking, like saying Mickey Mouse is taking a knee, right? Like the constantly looking towards the horizon. Like that's just sort of like it's too.
I don't agree with that anyway.
It's too easy.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not buying it.
Okay.
So it's not Mickey Mouse. Let's say that.
Process of elimination. Grace, who do you think Luke would be? Luke.
I think he's Simba.
Ooh. Okay.
Because I feel like he grows up, you know, he's, he doesn't know that he's going to be king one day. He always looks up to his father. He's like, he's the king of my heart. And then his father's gone. And he's like, all right, well, here I am. Like, you know, I'm going to make the Pride Lands better. I'm going to become king, you know. I'm going to step up to my Jedi orders and, you know.
You did it. You did it.
Yes.
I came up with this idea and I never filled that spot in. So the only one that I was maybe thinking of was like Arthur from Sword in the Stone.
Oh my god. I mean,
Will on your left side also said Arthur, but also too easy. So
mm.
Will on your left side.
Because,
Yeah.
like really just because he like, you know, he's like a dorky little thing and then like gets trained into like, you know.
Oh my god.
But I think Simba's the right answer.
Will made a good point. Simba's dad and Darth Vader are both James Earl Jones, so
Going back to Darth Vader,
yeah.
I'm going to say Scar. Or not
Yes.
Scar.
Mufasa?
Good Scar, because he's the bad guy.
Feels
But,
similar.
yeah.
Yeah, it feels similar.
But anyway.
Wait,
Yeah.
Darth Vader in original trilogy. I feel like Darth Vader original trilogy is different from Anakin Skywalker 1, 2, 3.
Absolutely.
Right?
For sure.
Right.
100%.
It's almost like some cataclysmic life event happens to Anakin that turns him into Darth Vader.
Yes.
At some point.
Cataclysmic. That's kind of wordage that I have to use in class because I have to write like a smart person.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
He's throwing a goat in there.
Wow, that's a great answer for Luke. Big fan of that one.
Arthur or Simba?
Leia. Who's Leia?
I don't know.
Oh, I said
Yeah.
Megara.
Okay.
Like minus
I do
the whole
love
like,
that.
like. Well, no, okay, okay. I'm working it out.
I was going to use a word that I shouldn't use on Instagram Live, so it's okay. Work it out.
Okay, well, it's just that she like takes no crap.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say
Check.
shit.
I don't know. I don't know.
We got laughter sounds just in the podcast. Yeah.
Okay, so she's like sassy, and she also is like chained to Hades, and Leia gets chained to Jabba. Come on,
Gross.
I'm working it out.
Yes.
I'm working it out here, and so that's pretty much all. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Grace in the chat said Merida and Leia.
Or Megara.
Merida or Megara. Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like Megara. They give me this. I feel like they would have the same like Enneagram or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
They definitely
You know?
would. They
I
absolutely
feel
would.
like the only reason I feel like Merida would be more like Rey or like Jin.
I
'Cause
feel
I feel like
Merida
she's
and
like-
Jin for sure.
Yeah, well,
For
even
sure.
Rey, she's like, stop taking my hand. And Merida's like, I am fighting for my own hand. So, like, similarities, but yeah, I feel like Merida is like, they both say the word hand.
I was like, is it because they say hand?
It's like
Yes.
No, but
You make good
like,
points.
Jin, like, Merida's too, like, rough to be Leia, I feel like. Not that Leia doesn't get rough, but, like,
I mean,
Jin and Rey are, like, more rough.
I get it. I got you.
they're rustic, if you will.
Grace,
What?
Connor, do you have any other Leia suggestions?
Here's where I'm struggling, right? I feel like Leia and Rapunzel are very similar, right?
Okay.
In sort of that, like, hey, yeah, you know, I'm cool, but I'm sassy and gonna have way too much, like, sort of, like, ability for the fact that I've been sitting in a treehouse for the last 20 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Will on your left side says, but I could also see Rapunzel being like Padme, sort of like that very heroic character that sort of constantly out kicks their coverage or what you think that they would normally be capable of.
Yeah.
But Will's Belle is Amidala, so like I don't know, like sort of a toss up.
Yes.
I think I would say that Leia is probably Rapunzel.
Leia and Rapunzel. Okay. All right.
Because they have an icy, like, fighting side. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see as we sort of go through the rest of this.
Yeah. The only reason that I would counter Rapunzel is simply because Rapunzel is very, like she has to, like, come of the world so quickly. And Leia kind of already knows the world. She's already, like, I know what's up. And I know how to handle it for the most part. Rapunzel's
She's, like,
kind
not
of like...
naive.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But also, like, Megara is semi-naive because she just... I don't know. Like, Leia pushes Han away for, like, the sake of herself, not for the sake of Han, I think. Versus Megara pushes Hercules away for the sake of Hercules, not necessarily for herself. That's kind of a very, like, deep-rooted thing. That I'm thinking about. Yeah.
It is.
I don't know that I ever saw the divorce court episode on Han and Leia to know who pushed who away.
You know, that would be a valid episode, though, because why? When did the separation happen? And what were they doing? Why did he just go smuggling? And for literally so long, he has so much gray hair.
Well,
by the time we see him again, they're both much older, obviously because of the real world. But by the time we see him again, so when did that separation happen? How long were they apart? And that just stresses me out a little bit.
I think it's like they had a kid, and then all of a sudden it was like, there it goes.
There goes.
Start getting gray hair, I think.
Bye.
two thoughts there. One, they probably don't have Touch of Grey in a galaxy far, far away, or maybe from or any of those things. And two, talk about like the next interesting spin-off for the Mandalorian. You know, like Han Solo is going to come in like in a random part on episode 4, right? And then or season 4, and it's going to be one episode, and then it's all going to be about the story of how, you know, their life got turned upside down. And I look forward to it.
And then it becomes like a Fresh Prince intro.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
I can really see how the Han and Leia and Rapunzel and Flynn kind of mirror each other, that relationship, because I could also see, we don't see Rapunzel and Flynn, you know, like later in their relationship with the child and whatnot, but I can see how Rapunzel's love of her kingdom and wanting to care for others would like take over and then maybe like neglect Flynn a little bit. And I can see how Leia did that to Han in some way.
Yeah.
I'm about to plug Tangled the series. Just give it a watch.
Yes.
Give it a watch.
Yes.
Yeah,
Did you see them a little
I've
bit
only
later
seen a
after?
few of those episodes. I do need to like continue that journey.
Yeah. So mirroring in some way.
Okay, so we got Luke, Han, and Leia. Chewie.
There's only one answer,
Who?
and it's
I
James
think
P.
so.
Sullivan.
It's
Yes.
It's James P. Sullivan. It's Sully.
what? I was like,
Oh.
Like, nobody dislikes Sully. Nobody dislikes Chewbacca. I wouldn't want to cross Sully. I wouldn't want to cross Chewbacca. Like can be scary,
love
but it's
him.
incredibly lovable.
Yeah.
I kind of dislike Sully.
Okay, Randall, chill out.
Get out.
Listen,
Why do you dislike
Listen.
Sully?
I don't know. I've just never. But to be fair, Rebecca, I know you're going to hate me. You're going to leave the podcast right now. I don't really like Monsters Inc. a ton either. So
Yeah.
it's just, I know.
I have to quit. I'm quitting.
I just never
Never
have.
talk
I
to
like
me again.
I like the Monsters University better, but I also think that that's what soured me to Sully. So I was like, oh, so he's
Oh, because
like,
you're the jerk in Monsters University?
yeah.
Well, for like half of it.
Huh?
I was a jerk
Yeah.
when I was in high
I
school.
was like,
It's true.
My nickname was Rabichka.
oh my god.
That's Blaster Fire.
Oh, man.
You edit that part out.
Nope, that's staying in there forever. I can't wait until somebody from your high school is like, yeah, she was. Here's all the
Yeah.
things that she said to me.
Very nice person. I don't know. Whatever.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you turned it around.
I don't know why Sully rubs me the wrong way, but he does. But I don't, like I said, it's probably not even his fault. It's probably just Monsters Inc.'s fault. So, but I don't have an alternative outside of Pluto. So, because like I said, I did the Fab Five.
Yeah. Pluto's a good choice.
Yeah, because he's a dog, and Chewie's based off of a dog. And Pluto is like,
I thought it was going to be meteor. I thought you were going to use like the word loyal or something.
no,
but-
no, absolutely not. Chewie based off a dog, Pluto is a dog. Pluto is a sidekick, Chewie is a sidekick. I consider Chewie a main character, but like point blank, Chewie and Han, Mickey and Pluto.
So now Han is Mickey?
No! But
Yeah.
that's how my brain connected.
I think Sully is a great answer.
I think that's a great answer. I feel like Rebecca went like very deep in like the obscure Disney characters to like match these up perfectly.
If
Yeah.
you could see the tabs on my computer right now. It's the sidekick.
This was literally all I did. I wrote the Fab Five down and I wrote down who they would be.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's it. Well, I wrote the Fab Five plus Max. And that's it.
I thought hard about this for like 1 hour.
I'm glad that you did, because I was running all over the place before I even opened my computer. So,
Oh,
At
Max
least-
from Little Mermaid.
say what?
Max from Little Mermaid.
Max, Goofy's son.
Max.
Max Goof.
Oh,
Max Goof.
Max Goof.
Yeah.
And who did you say was Max Goof?
Ahsoka.
Ooh, interesting.
I know, because Max has like a very like angsty teen phase into a okay, I appreciate this phase. Okay, I've learned from this. I love my dad phase. Also like I can do things on my own, but I'm grateful for all the things that I've learned kind of attitude.
Okay.
So I figured same diff with Ahsoka. She went through a very similar transition. But like I said, I was very like compartmentalized with who I was thinking about in reference to all of this. So
So now that you brought in your scope here, could you consider anyone else?
not right now off the top of my head. For Ahsoka? I don't know.
For Ahsoka.
Who do you
I
think?
never thought of anyone.
No? Grace, Connor, did you guys?
Ahsoka.
Again, was still zoned in on original trilogy. I thought we were going to hit like C-3PO and R2-D2. Like R2-D2.
Connor's brain is like, this is a list, and we're not following the list.
Yeah. I can't switch. Like, this is already a difficult exercise. Like,
it is.
Talk about the great things about the Star Wars characters, you love it, and compare it to, any random Disney character.
That's fair. That's why I'm so unprepared, because I literally compartmentalized to the Fab Five. Okay, so R2 and C-3PO. Let's start with R2. Who would we align that with?
I'm going to do it as a combo.
Okay.
I've got a good combo here. I think C-3PO is Buzz Lightyear, and I think R2-D2 is Woody.
Ooh.
Because C-3PO is all about protocol and the right way to do things and what you're supposed to do in a given situation. And Buzz Lightyear is like, well, Star Command told me to do this, and there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere, which I could totally hear C-3PO say.
Absolutely. 100%.
Whereas Woody is sort of like this character who's like, yeah, we can do this. All right, whatever for Andy, whatever for Anakin and Padme, right? But going to go out on a limb, fire the little rockets, and catch robots on fire. Like they're gonna do whatever it is that they have to do to make their owner, their master, happy. So C-3PO and R2-D2, Buzz Lightyear and Woody.
I love that. That is good.
I wasn't there at the beginning, but
Convinced.
I believe in it.
Grace, do you have other suggestions?
The main one that's sticking out to me is like maybe Baymax and like C-3PO.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like they're good at their jobs, and like they're both like programmed to do a certain thing, and that's what they do, and they're good at it.
Yeah, must follow protocol until they're dragged into something else that isn't always protocol. And R2 could be, what's his face? I can't remember his name.
Hero?
Yes.
Hero. Yeah.
I was like,
okay, my answer was Lumiere and Cogsworth, though. Because,
okay.
Because like Lumiere is like super loyal to the Beast, and so he would be R2. But like he's like willing to do some like crazy things, and then Cogsworth is like, no, I'm nervous about everything. We have to stick to the rules. We have to do this. We have to do that. Like, let me tell you about all the reasons why we can't. Especially if you've watched like Belle's Enchanted Christmas, then that kind of like fleshes it out a little bit more. But
Belle lore, if you will.
Yeah, I actually had someone else written down that wasn't that, but let me find it.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, bring it on.
I had for 3PO, I had Zazu, which is a good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah. Solid
answer for 3PO.
Yeah.
Because he's just like,
yeah.
It's like almost like Zazu's like a combination of like R2 and 3PO.
Yeah. Going to bat, but also following protocol.
Right.
Absolutely.
So I have a question for you guys. I don't know that I can separate like R2-D2 and C-3PO, like because they are both their own distinct, unique personalities, and they both bring so much to the Star Wars story. Like heck, most of Star Wars wouldn't happen if it weren't for R2-D2. Like, but it's tough not to pick a set of characters in like to compare them to.
Yeah, that's like that are like a buddy set.
Yeah, you needed it to be like a pair.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I see it. I get it. Okay, so we did what? Luke, Han, Leia, R2, C-3PO, Chewie. Mon Mothma? Did you guys think that far? Do you want to think that far?
We can think that far.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, she does have a wide
It's probably
range.
like Grandmother Willow.
I was literally about to say that, yes.
You guys are on the same brainwave right now.
But Yoda is also could be Grandmother.
I think
Yeah.
Yoda in the original trilogy is Grandmother Willow. I don't think Yoda in the first three is Grandmother Willow. But
That's fair.
In the prequels, yeah.
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 Yeah, prequel Yoda is very different.
She could have really just like really helped Pocahontas out, and she was like, I'm gonna let her figure it out herself. Like, you know, and that's literally what Yoda does, so.
Yeah.
I
True.
don't know. There's somebody in a Disney movie that's there entirely as like a plot device and only has one line. Like, that's who I would compare Mon Mothma to.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. What about OG trilogy Obi-Wan? Sir Alec Guinness Obi-Wan.
Old Ben.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Y'all, I'm really blanking on all my Disney characters, so I'm just letting it
I'm gonna
ride.
request to join this live.
Okay.
Obi-Wan.
My request was
Wait.
Old Ben. Does chat have recommendations for who Old Ben's Disney character would be? Any particular thoughts?
I can't think of any. Who is like oh god, like a vague guide, like Merlin, maybe? He's a little wacky.
Yeah. He's a little wacky, but
He's a little wacky. View request. Go live.
I could never think of someone for Ben.
It says it's waiting on you, Rebecca. Oh.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Ouch.
I left. I quit.
It's okay. It's okay.
Who's Old Ben?
I don't know. I really other than that, I can't think of any.
Maurice.
Maurice.
Sebastian.
We don't know what's Maurice. Sebastian?
Did you say Sebastian because he's like a hermit?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna make that joke, and then I was like, I don't want to sound like an idiot, but
Oh my god.
I'm trying to contrast the things that, like, Old Ben said and Sebastian said, right? And, Sebastian said Ariel, like, probably, like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
Sebastian says, you should know.
And he's like a rule follower.
Yeah, he's a rule
but-
follower.
He is a rule
and
follower.
he's, like, very cautious and sort
Yeah.
of risk averse. Like, when Old Ben is saying to Luke, on the Death Star, run, Luke, run, and, like, whatever. That seems like something Sebastian would say, like, swim, Ariel, swim, and
Mm-hmm.
get off that rock, and,
Would we
Stop.
consider Tadashi for old Ben or young Obi-Wan?
you can't bring up Tadashi.
I
He's
freaking love him.
yeah. That would be a good answer.
I know, but I can't decide if it's for old Ben or for young Obi-Wan. Because he's like, not necessarily vague in his descriptions, but he's like very encouraging, but also like, it's up to you, but also you should do it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, he led the horse to water, but he didn't
Yes.
make him drink.
Yes.
Because you can't, is what the phrase is, but oh well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because you can't, but oh well. Okay, so no solid answer on old Ben.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Chat.
That is a really hard one.
Yeah.
Because it's like someone that like, it's like who, because it's like that wizard, like that guiding wizard character.
Like
and
said-
like, is there not one?
Outside of Merlin, I don't think so. And Merlin's
But it doesn't
wacky.
have to be like a wizard, right? Are we just like blanking?
I think we are. I've been blank this whole time, so.
I need to. Well, Mickey Mouse. I feel like Mickey. Okay, if we're gonna put Mickey Mouse with a Star Wars character, I feel like it would be like maybe Obi-Wan.
Ooh.
I like that. I
If we're
do
going-
like that.
It's not a stretch.
He guides his friends, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be Grandpappy Troll.
I love that you
Why
just
is everyone
have that.
laughing? I'm being serious.
Because you just have that in your brain, and I just don't have that in my brain. I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at me.
Because he's slightly more active. He's like, ooh, I guess I'll heal.
Grandpappy Troll, yeah. I like
Yeah.
it.
I think I got it.
Alright.
Yeah, I can see him singing to Anakin like, "He's a bit of a fixer-upper." Got her own flaws.
Yes.
I
Absolutely.
really feel like
100%.
there's a musical.
That's it.
Grandpappy Troll.
Skywalker, the musical. Or
Grandpappy Troll.
Sky Guy.
Good job, Becca. I agree.
That's a great one.
Yeah. Good work. Go team.
Maybe Old Ben is Owl.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to be honest
Yeah.
with you, I'm looking at my Christmas ornaments right now, and that's like,
Hey, whatever helps. I don't have anything Disney in my room right now besides Star Wars stuff.
well, I still have my Christmas tree up. So.
So none of that helps me.
Yeah, it's tricky.
This is
Yeah, so
great.
maybe that's it. Maybe Owl is Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Old Ben.
I love
So
that.
does that make Winnie the Pooh? Does that make him like Porkins, or like what's the?
Did you just say that because they're both like...
Because you're both chubby.
No.
How dare you?
Yes.
Pooh.
And like half of the stories of Winnie the Pooh are Pooh having a little bit of trouble here.
Pooh Bear is young Luke. Like, Tatooine Luke.
He was gonna go to Tashi Station to get some power, or to get some honey pots.
Yeah. Yeah. And like...
I also would like to throw Rabbit in the hat for 3PO.
Ooh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
then
I
who
love
would be
Rabbit.
R2?
I love Rabbit so much.
Who would
He's
be
right
R2?
What?
Who would be R2 with Rabbit?
Yeah. Again, I think you gotta have A and B.
I don't know.
Piglet.
Piglet?
No, Piglet's too nervous. Piglet would also be 3PO,
I feel... Yeah, they're a team.
right?
They make up
Yeah.
3PO together.
Piglet was on my list, but I was too embarrassed to say it.
I feel like Piglet could also be Uncle Owen, but like I know he's not as serious as him, but like with his like nerves of like not letting Luke go into the academy. Be like, no, I'm too scared. Don't let him go.
She went from the Fat Five to Piglet as
Yeah.
I love Piglet. He's my favorite. He's my favorite like of like an OG Disney character.
And you know what?
So long.
You know what's interesting? Uncle Owen ends up like on Fire and Crispy, and most pigs probably end up on Fire and Crispy too. So like it's very.
Oh my gosh, this is bad.
We just compared Piglet to Uncle Owen.
Listen! I was mostly thinking about how nervous Uncle Owen was to let Luke go.
No, Uncle Owen was like basically a slave owner. Like I don't know that there was anything where he was like where he genuinely cared about Luke. He was like, "Oh, I need you for another season." That's not. It's not like, "Oh, I don't want you to die in a useless fight against the Empire." Right? Like that's
True.
There's a very clear.
Fair. It's fair. He just says, like, the moment where Baru is like, he's got too much of his father in him. He's like, that's what I'm afraid of. I was latching on to the fear factor of it all.
I don't know. Think about Owen, like, whatever. Owen's life was very interesting, right? Because it's
so
like,
boring.
He's hanging out with his girlfriend, Baru, and then, like, his
Forever.
adopted stepbrother shows up. And then, sort of like Will said, the Tatooine sons age him like pretty desperately over the course of however many years.
Yeah.
Like Anakin disappears, kills like 1 million Tusken Raiders, and comes back with his mom, but she's dead, and so that's kind of scary. And then like 10 years later, an old guy shows up and is like, "Oh hey, by the way, like, like, an uncle." Like,
Here, good luck.
yeah, like sort of a weird spot for Uncle Owen to be in.
That's fair. I do have an obscure, well, not obscure, but obscure to some, OG character. Who do you guys think Biggs would be? I'm gonna go.
Depend on who we said Luke is.
You could. I mean, if Luke is Pooh, then Biggs could be Tigger or Piglet.
I never said that Luke is Pooh.
I said that Luke is Pooh.
I know.
Young Luke is Pooh. You can't change my mind about that.
I just haven't chosen my answer.
That's okay. I don't think I have a
I
solid
think
Luke.
that, Cheyenne, you probably should have pinned what we're doing on the Instagram Live, because this is probably very confusing. We did not
That's
provide
fair.
an explanation.
That's fair. I
for
didn't
the
do that.
first 5 seconds.
Give me a moment.
So
Yeah,
I think Biggs is Mother Gothel, because they both meet their demise at the expense of like a tower, right? It's like Mother Gothel falls off the tower, and that's how she dies. Biggs and Luke fighting the Death Star. Biggs is like, "Well, what about that tower?" And Luke's is like, "You worry about those fighters, I'll worry about the tower." And then Biggs gets blown up, and that's sort of it. So yeah, they both have the tower in common. It's got to be Mother Gothel.
Mother Gothel? That was not what I was expecting when I, reoriented back into the conversation, but I love it.
What about you, Cheyenne?
I don't know. I don't know. I come up with the things, but I don't have any of them up here.
Oh, Oh, who's the green car from Cars with the giant mustache?
The one that goes Kachuga instead of Kachow.
No. Come on. Chuck Huck.
Chick Hick.
Chick Hicks. Chuck Huck.
Close. The green one is trying to steal the Dynaco sponsorship.
Yeah. He says
He's got a
Kachuga.
70s mustache. That's Biggs. That's it.
That's the only alignment that they have.
I said Chuck Huck.
Oh my god.
Got there.
This is amazing. We did get there. Okay, so we've done. Who have we done? R2 and C-3PO. Old Ben. Luke, Leia, Han. Mon Mothma. Huh?
Or Lando. Ahsoka, Lando, Palpatine.
We'll get to... I feel like we'll put Ahsoka in the prequel grouping.
I do think she falls into the prequel group.
Yeah. Lando. Yeah, I don't... Who you guys got? I'm gonna go take care of my gecko really quick. It's in my room, so I'm still listening.
Wait, can you bring it over here?
No, he's a jerk. He's still getting used to his enclosure and being in my house, so I'm giving him he still has a week or two before I will pull him out of there to get him associated with me. Yeah, he bit the crap out of my roommate, so it's not like a painful bite, but it's like a shocking one. So I just have to turn his heat on because it's really cold in my house. But I'm listening. Lando.
Anyway, so Lando.
Chad, who is Lando in the as a Disney character?
Lando.
This one needs some suggestions, I think.
Okay, let's think. Lando is cocky and maybe it's he's out for himself, right? What?
Gaston?
I was gonna say Gaston, but no, because Gaston's actually bad.
Yeah, he's actually a bad man. Also, I was thinking the Prince Eric captain of the ship man.
There you go.
But mainly I was thinking, the ship, the spaceship and the
Right.
Eric's a good one.
And Prince Eric, I mean, I don't know, but he's
Listen,
kind and
Eric doesn't do much.
he's hot.
We don't know what Eric's life was like before he met Ariel. He could have been a player.
He was a player.
True.
And all the I don't know. I remember the first 5
we could
minutes of
say
the
Flynn
movie,
Rider for Lando too.
Maybe we should have just ended this after we did Flynn Rider.
Yeah.
It's the only one we were sure about.
5-minute podcast.
No, okay, Lando. Okay, maybe
Will said
maybe
the genie?
Will said Lando's genie.
No, and no. Both of you are wrong.
Who?
Lando was genie.
No. Gaston?
Oh.
No.
I would say Genie in some character, some personality ways. I would agree with, for sure.
Confidence for
I
sure.
want to say, I feel like I'm wasting this because he could be someone else, but I want to say Lando is Dodger.
Who is Dodger? The dog?
From Oliver and Company?
Oh.
No, it's been too long.
I haven't seen that in so long.
Yes.
Yes.
What are you all doing with your Disney Plus subscriptions? And just your brain and your childhood.
I'm about to turn on Disney Plus just so I can scroll
Oh,
through.
that's such a good idea. Wow.
What did you do the hour before we started this?
I was running around.
I've been looking at these characters my whole life. I freaking worked at Disney, and I'm still scrolling through Wikipedia pages.
I currently work at Disney.
There's so many.
And it's really not showing that I prepared for this, but I did. I looked at it.
I work with Piglet. I work with Piglet, Eeyore, and Rabbit every single day, and I still am running blanks all around.
And I don't get enough pictures of Rabbit, but whatever.
Listen, I did tell Rabbit the other day that I have a friend that is in love with him, so I will make sure that I send pics.
He's at the top of my Christmas tree.
Yeah. I will get you some pics.
Oh my gosh, who's that man?
Who's that man? Wait, what man? What's happening?
I think they have their tape on.
Yeah, Dr. Pole?
Dr. Pole.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
He's a veterinarian.
What am I not looking?
We pulled up Disney Plus.
You don't see Disney Plus? Oh, also Disney Plus on Xbox. There you go.
I forgot about the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, I have Frollo down as Palpatine.
Oh, that is a good one.
The most evil, and they're also like wrinkly and old men.
Yeah, Frollo's terrifying.
Frollo, yeah, he's the worst. He's absolutely the worst. The most terrifying and the meanest. Yeah,
Literally.
the cruelest of them all.
All right.
The cruelest. That's the word.
I'm catching up on chat. So
Okay, what's up?
Your VA said also agreed with me that Gaston was Lando. So 100% like the total player vibe.
Yeah, that's fair. That. Like, yeah, I got like if you cut out like the second half of the movie and you only include first half of the movie Gaston, yes. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Not the like.
I agree.
Gonna kill people.
I'm there. Do we want to talk Palpatine?
Yeah,
I feel like yes, because prequel Palpatine is different. You know.
Hey, it's gonna feel hot if I eat a tortilla chip right now.
Listen, I don't care. I don't care what happens. You do what you want. The only rules of the podcast are no horrible cussing and
I'm the only
being
one that
positive. Listen,
no, we've got the blaster sound for the cussing.
I'm the only one.
Yeah, I need to figure that out. I haven't figured that out. Pew.
That's it. How come we haven't said anybody's Anna and Elsa or Kristoff?
Well, I have Anna down as Rey.
It's because, Connor, you wanted us to go in trilogy order, and now you want to just go by Disney characters.
No, let's jump in. I do like. Have we done enough original trilogy characters?
I think yes.
I think we have.
I think we can move to prequels.
Wait, Wampa. Who's Wampa?
Who's Wampa? Who is Wampa?
I'm just asking.
Oh, Mordu from Merida, from Brave.
That's a good one. That's a great one.
Yeah.
I've never stayed awake for that movie.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I just can't get into it.
I know. It's okay.
No, shame on you guys.
Whatever.
Okay, prequels.
I think that's a good one.
Prequels. All right. Well, let's do big three. Well, big four. Anakin, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, and Padme.
Anakin is Goob. Period.
Goob as Goob instead of Bowler Hat Guy?
That's the point. Bowler Hat Guy starts as a kid, as Goob. He becomes evil because of, like, not because, like, the dark side, but, like, whatever. I haven't watched Meet the Robinsons in a long time. Doesn't matter. He becomes evil, and then he has his redemption arc. Okay. And he wears all black.
I mean, fair enough. Any other suggestions?
Any suggestions from chat for me?
Yeah, I was going to say, that would be a good option.
I need chat to solve our Ahsoka problem.
What about Aladdin?
As Anakin?
Yeah, Aladdin. I mean, maybe. Because he starts out as a street rat, you know? And then he's, like, destined for bigger things.
A ruler.
And, he's not necessarily talented. I guess he's talented at, like, you know...
He's talented at being hot. There
he's hot.
He goes into the cave to seek the diamond of whatever it was.
Yeah. He's
like,
down for adventure.
Won a pod race.
He finds Padme, Jasmine.
Hey, Jasmine could be Padme for real.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They like have that weird midriff scene. You know?
So I'm going to say, I'm going to say Aladdin, Jasmine, Anakin, Padme.
Aladdin, Jasmine, Anakin, Padme. Yes. I like this the longer I think about it. Because Jasmine and Padme are both strong-willed. Both are like, I can stand on my own, but I love you. Yeah. But I can do it by myself.
Yeah. Yeah, and Aladdin does kind of get tempted. Aladdin gets, like, tempted by, like, the dark side. And their names are pretty similar, so it just kind of works out.
Yeah, they both start with A.
And it can ultimately, like...
They both end in I-N as well. And they have an A in the middle. And that's how you spell it. Now that we've covered that.
I also feel like Raja could be R2-D2 or
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. Abu and Raja?
Yeah, the monkey's name?
Yeah.
Abu!
Yeah. It's R2. It's gotta be R2.
Abu is R2. C-3PO is Roger.
Yeah.
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 I like.
I love this. This is just becoming us putting Star Wars characters into the movies again. I love that. Okay, so prequel Obi-Wan.
I don't know, like literally Jesus. I'm
Not a Disney.
Actual Jesus.
the Passion of the Christ distributed by Disney. I doubt it. That sounds like
That sounds like a stretch.
I want to like think about maybe like Hercules.
Is Obi-Wan? Okay.
Phil from Hercules.
Philoctetes. It's funny because I just pulled up Hercules on my screen. Obi-Wan.
I just feel like okay, never mind. I wanted to name a Disney character, and you guys like.
What about? Well, no, never mind. I was gonna say Moana's grandma, but I feel like that's more original trilogy Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would have been a good answer.
I know. I just thought of it just now. Disney Plus is saving my life.
Baloo.
Ooh.
You guys are both just scrolling right now.
We are. Baloo and Bagheera, like a combination.
You haven't talked about Princess and the Frog yet. I feel like there are options there.
There definitely are.
We haven't brought up Dr. Facilier, and we're not there yet. We're not.
Oh, he could be Sheev.
I feel like he could also be Count Dooku.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but
the spirits, the friends on the other side are Palpatine.
Yeah.
or Palpatine is Facilier, and then that little man that he sends out
Is Dooku?
Yes.
Yeah.
See?
That's funny.
What is the little man's name?
I don't know.
He's just like the little man from Enchanted, though.
I can't exactly. No one knows his name. Peter Pettigrew.
Nobody ever knows their names. Peter Pettigrew. There's always one of these characters in the movie.
Yeah.
Guys, the IPs are just all like.
I know.
Yeah, Peter Pettigrew as the Disney character as Dooku.
Okay.
So, like,
Maybe got distracted.
We are really intertwining here today. Okay. Obi-Wan, Palpatine, Dooku, kind of. Ahsoka, this is the battle that we're having. What did we... I said
Let's describe
Max Goof.
Ahsoka.
Okay. Go forth. You would describe her.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
you know her best.
Well, she starts out as like a young girl.
Snippy,
and then she,
you might say.
Gets trained. And then she... is feisty, so that makes me think Ariel, but then, no offense, Grace, Ariel doesn't really do much. And Ahsoka does do a lot.
guys, I think
I feel like maybe Mulan.
Ooh.
Okay, I was gonna say Mulan earlier, but then I didn't have time to work out my whole concept.
The reasoning.
Yeah.
I think Moana.
Moana.
Similar, starts young, feels like there's a bigger calling.
Yes.
And then it's introduced to this person with far greater power than her.
Mhm.
So, Moana runs into Maui, just like Ahsoka runs into Anakin. So there's
I
like some
also
parallels there.
feel like Moana could be Rey too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm digging Moana as Ahsoka. I'm thinking
too.
I like that.
Mine too.
They're very much like they choose their own path, right? And it's I'm gonna do what I believe is right.
And Moana is a little bit like Maui. I really don't need you. And sometimes Ahsoka's like I've got this. And then they
Anakin,
kind
I
of
need
come
you
to
to
realize
relax.
Could totally hear Ashley Eckstein saying, "Shut up, Maui."
Yeah.
Wow, that's the crossover we need.
Yeah.
Ashley Eckstein and Dwayne the Rock Johnson, like brilliant collaboration. That's
See
it.
about one.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I think we've all come to terms with Moana and Ahsoka.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there anybody else from the prequels you guys want to highlight? Maybe like Mace Windu?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Is there somebody that's like a jerk and really short-sighted?
Maybe like Zeus.
Ooh. Yes.
Because like Zeus is like
Who's a jerk in the Duke of Wesselton.
Guys,
Oh my God.
Maybe.
Weaseltown. Wesselton. God, who else? Who else could be? Oh, you know who Mace reminds me of? Cusco.
Really?
Because if Cusco I know it's not like personality wise, but just kind of like morals wise, it's just like if I don't agree with it, it's wrong. You know?
Okay.
And
we
it's
have
like,
very different interpretations of Mace Windu.
well, I don't like Mace Windu, so it doesn't help because I already dislike him so strongly, and I can't think of a Disney character that I dislike as strongly as him.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, sorry, Samuel.
Yeah, I mean, he's very Cogsworth. Like, you know, he's very much followed the rules.
Very much
for
by
it.
the rules.
Yeah. I think,
That could be. That could be.
Yeah.
Mm,
but
What is that?
he's also really badass.
That's fair.
I don't
What about-
necessarily like him, but like he's good with his purple lightsaber. So
is Mace Windu Marlin from Finding Nemo? Like, we
oh,
must follow the rules, and as Jedi, we should do this. So
Yeah.
we will swim out of the anemone. And,
I was also... No,
That's
that's
pretty
not.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
And one more time.
Yeah.
I got you.
What happened?
If we want to do it a fourth time, we can
Oh my
do
God.
that.
Come on.
oh my god.
Hey, Mace, wouldn't it be cool?
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. That's where Skywalker the Musical premieres, is on the Finding
Well,
Nemo.
I do a one-woman show of Finding Nemo the Musical. I
I
actually perform it like regularly, so
would like you to do that and record it, and I'll put it on the Kessel Run Weekly YouTube channel.
Yes.
no.
We will bring in revenue with that.
Yeah, that's it. It just works. Windu.
Okay, maybe we have to do the pre-sequels, just like the top 3 sequel characters.
Yeah, we'll do
The
sequels.
4, like
we
Rey,
have-
Finn, Poe, and Kylo.
We have some we gotta hit. We gotta hit them. Finn, Poe, Rey, Kylo, and Hux.
Okay.
Yeah, and Rose.
Oh, and Rose.
Yeah, no more Rose erasure around here. Anybody else important?
You
I
said
think Poe. I actually had Poe as Dodger earlier, but then I used him elsewhere because, like, Dodger is like very confident,
Mm-hmm.
but then he like really also deeply cares about his friends.
Dodger would be a Spice Runner for sure.
Runner
See?
of Spice? Spice Runner?
Spice Runner, Runner of Spice. Yeah.
Runner of
Yeah.
Spice.
What's the difference?
I was showing my friend, she had never seen all of the Star Wars all the way through. So we did it in order, and she just finished Rise of Skywalker, and I was like, listen, the most important line is coming up. And so I turned the volume really loud, and we stopped talking, and it was that moment where he's like, Poe Dameron, Spice Runner, Runner of Spice, get your spice! That's my favorite line of the whole movie. It's so dumb, but I love it so
I
much.
get the joke you were doing. I didn't remember that. Sorry.
Well, it's because it didn't stick with you well enough, but it is a great moment.
Yeet.
Yeah. Okay. So Finn, we didn't finish Poe. Poe, you had Dodger.
I think Dodger.
Anybody else? Grace? Connor? Poe?
No, I got nothing.
Oh, your live video just paused.
Oh, it's because I have low battery. Whoopsie. I'll put that in the chat.
Poe
No,
is- Finn comes from the dark side in a way.
Yeah.
He's a
Well, he's not the dark side. He was just like,
stormtrooper. There.
yeah, he was just like doing bad things, but he didn't want to.
He didn't want to.
Oh,
He's
are we
not
talking
like-
about him being like first order, you mean?
Yeah.
I was not really.
Oh, beginning, but it wasn't his fault. You know, he was sort of.
Yeah, he's not he was never a baddie. He didn't want that life.
Never a baddie. Oh, that's
So-
not gonna work.
We have to think of someone like that like kind of changed their ways.
Yeah.
Kind of a little Flynn Ridery, if I'm honest.
Is everybody just Flynn Rider? Is he just our
Finn and
favorite?
Flynn.
Everyone is a different aspect of Flynn Rider.
Well, I think that just means Flynn Rider's a really good character because he's dynamic, he's different, he comes,
He's gonna
comes
live
from
our
a
favorite traits.
bad situation and makes his life better.
That's fair.
How do we do this?
Intriguing.
How do we do this? Yeah.
Was that him?
Yeah. I can just keep pointing at everything behind me.
Yeah, I can't really see any of it except for Bib Fortuna and Ahsoka.
That's Flynn and Rapunzel, right there. Really, this is really hard to do. That's
it is.
Aladdin. That's Rabbit. That's Aunt Beru right there.
I can't tell. Is that Chewie next to Ahsoka? I get closer as if that's going to help.
Oh no, that's Sabine actually.
Oh.
I love the
Sabine and Sky Snoodles, who we did not cast as a Disney character, but
Yeah.
Nice noodles.
Well,
she's the frog lady. No, she's the
Frog
lady
lady.
in Princess and the Frog.
or she's like, isn't there something?
Mama Odie?
Mama Odie. Who is Mama Odie? We have not called her.
Yeah.
Maybe she's Sky Snoodles.
Yeah.
Mama Odie could also be like wacky Yoda.
Yes.
Ketamine Yoda? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
god.
Mama Odie is like Seagull stopping now, Yoda.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a very specific Yoda.
Finn is Ralph.
Ralph. Oh.
Oh, great
Oh.
choice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love Ralph.
He is.
Yeah.
He is there. He is 100%
Thank you, Disney
supportive.
Plus.
He's trying his best to
Yeah.
be sort of like the protector, but also like who's really protecting who in their relationship.
Ray could kind of be Vanellope, like if we wanted to stay like in movie universe. I know we don't have to, but like Ray develops kind of like Vanellope does. Like she's very like I am confident, but also like not really. I don't want to do this specific way. Like she wants to do it her own way. Ray doesn't want to all of a sudden jump into the Force when she has those Force visions. When she touches a saber, she's like, no. And then when she's finally brought together with her friends, she does it.
Electricity is both of their weaknesses. So.
Fair enough.
I'm kind of mad that we haven't talked about maybe Poe, if we don't want to use Dodger.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Poe is actually, this would have been probably a good Lando answer. Dang it. Nick Wilde.
Yeah, that is a very good Lando. It's also a very good Poe answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Nick Wilde actually does bad things.
Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
And like Lando does bad things.
Poe did. And then he didn't.
Was he like a criminal?
He was a spice runner.
Okay, you're
A
right.
runner of
Actually,
spice.
okay. If we're going that far back, like on-screen Poe, we don't really see the Nick Wilde side, but you're
Fair.
right, because Nick is like running this operation, right?
Mhm.
Nick Wilde is, so
Yeah.
maybe he's just like cocky.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but I was going to say the fox from Zootopia instead of that.
Instead of his full name.
Yeah.
His proper name. Okay, so we did Finn. Who did we say Finn was? Ralph. Right?
He said Ralph.
Yes.
Poe.
Yeah, right answer.
Poe could be Nick Wilde or Dodger.
Mhm.
Ray. Didn't we said Ray earlier too, didn't we?
No, not really.
Oh, kind of Moana.
Penelope, we had Milan, we
Moana,
had potentially
too.
Moana.
Okay. I do like the Mulan thing because like Ray's training and Mulan's training.
Yeah.
No, I said Merida because they both say the word hand.
A valid
Just feel
choice.
right about.
A valid choice still. Kylo. Okay. Big bad.
Yeah.
Ooh. Maybe like Randall.
No, Randall never turns good.
For no reason other than the fact that they're just both like skinny, weaselly things.
Yeah.
What are you
Does-
talking about? Kylo Ren is ripped. I heard Kylo Ren has an 8-pack.
He has an 8-pack. He is shredded.
Yeah.
Does
I was
Does-
thinking of the animatronic from Rise of the Resistance.
does any of the Disney like villains in like cartoons become good though? Do any
That's
of
why
them?
Bowler hat.
Guys.
This is a bowler hat fan cam. Bowler hat guy fan cam.
Bowler hat guy. Bowler hat guy is all of the Star Wars villains.
Maybe Kylo is Animal from the Muppets.
I don't watch the Muppets, you know that.
We have to end this podcast now. I hate you. Just kidding.
Listen, if you hadn't moved, you could have shown me all of these things that you love that I don't.
Disney Plus watch parties.
Yeah, true. We could do that.
Maybe Milo is Beast.
Ooh,
Beast.
yes. I
Okay,
love
that's
this.
actually pretty good.
Yeah.
He started out like just like this prince, this like whiny prince, and then like
Then he got turned evil by Snoke Palpatine or whatever.
The Rose Lady.
And then by the Rose Lady. And then in the end, after
and then he kisses a girl.
and he likes it, but he dies. But then he comes back to life after she cries on him, and then he brings her back to life.
These are details. These are.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
It is kind of like a seesaw. It's like, I'm alive, you're dead.
yeah. It's just like whoever. It's like the worst game of like hot potatoes. Last lose like guys. Like what are you doing?
Yeah,
It's a
fair.
deadly game to spin the bottle.
Yeah,
Fair.
Maybe that's much better.
Yeah.
Okay, good job.
All right, our last two being. Oh, let me check this really quick. Okay. Our last two are Hux and Rose. So who do we think Hux is? Or is Hux?
Hux is someone that we think is a baddie.
But he's still a baddie. What? He's never good.
So like John Smith. That's me bringing in some
Or he's
real
he's
world
the
ideology.
Say that again, Cheyenne.
John Smith.
Oh.
But I said that's me bringing in some like real world ideologies. So I'm gonna.
And that's okay.
Zazie.
Those Hux.
Um,
I don't know.
Connor.
Yeah, these are.
Still looking.
I found the animation category on Disney Plus.
That's what I opened up to as well. I just haven't been scrolling through it. Oh, well, I guess that's not. I was gonna say we haven't thought of anybody from Black Panther, but it's not like a animated.
Oh yeah, we can't say that.
Yeah.
Maybe Hux is Well,
I know. Stumped.
It's hard.
It is
I
hard.
truly am stumped on this one. Maybe like no.
No. Well.
I was gonna say like
Mr. T.
Mr. Smee.
Mr. Smee.
Yeah, I guess like any Chloe, right?
I know who it is.
Who?
He's whoever the alpha dog is in Up. That's Hux.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that thing's name?
Because he's like super menacing.
Isn't he? His name is Alpha.
Oh, his name's Alpha. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Alpha's voice box gets messed up. That's the same way as like Hux's planet-killing weapon Starkiller Base gets destroyed, and then he's just sort of wimpy. He's there and he's in charge, but is he really?
But is he really in charge?
That's the best one. That might be better than Han and
I like
Lynn.
that.
Wow.
I like but is he really? Okay, last but not least, Rose.
Poor Rose.
I know.
Rose might be like Judy Hopps.
Ooh.
That.
Okay.
Because like she has a job and she's very good at it. She's very loyal to her job.
Yes.
And then she gets like kind of tangled up in things that might be bigger than her, but that she doesn't let it stand in her way. Like she's like very strong and sticks to her guns and
Or her taser. Yeah.
I do
Taser.
like this.
Yeah.
Or who?
Her taser. No.
Oh. Yeah. It's like her fox
I
spray.
like Rose and Judy
That's a good
Hopps.
one.
But we should think of someone that, like, is really present in one movie and then completely gets cut out of the other movie.
I wonder.
Maybe Judy Hopps won't be in Zootopia 2.
Will there be a Zootopia 2?
I thought it was
I don't think
happening.
you're making that up.
I thought
Are
they
doing
were.
a TV show?
I thought they were doing a second movie.
Oh,
I hope
well, if it's
so.
somebody who was in one movie and then isn't, well, never mind.
Now I want to know what you're gonna say.
Hunchback of Notre Dame 2.
Wait, what?
There is.
There's a Hunchback of Notre Dame 2.
Have you never seen
Oh,
that?
No.
I've seen that.
Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but it's
Blonde girl in
definitely
voiced by Jennifer Love Hewitt.
yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
There's a great song in it. I used to sing it when I was a kid. Don't even remember what it's about now, but
It's very much like not similar vibes, but similar like as in how much it like resonated with me is like Pocahontas 2. It like didn't. It just kind of it was a second movie and it just exists, you know?
But that song I still sing. Where will I go from here, or where do I go from here? From Pocahontas 2, Journey to a New World.
Complete title. Okay, I like Rose's Judy Hopps.
Oh,
Me too.
I know who it is.
Who?
Rose is Kristoff. Because in the first Frozen movie, she's there a lot, very important, or like she's very important.
Yes.
And blah, blah, blah. And in the second one, they're like, hey, you're just going to be lost in the woods the entire time.
Yeah.
Don't you dare say one bad word about Lost in the Woods. That's the best Disney song ever.
Love Lost in the Woods.
It is a great song.
You gotta get this right, baby.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's the cut song, right?
That's why the general ordered her to stay back on base and help, like, study the plans of all the all the new Star Destroyers.
Yeah.
Because they had to get that attack right, baby.
I do think
True.
Judy Hopps is more parallel, but
I'm just honestly scrolling through sequel land here on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Trying to find the right version.
he is.
Who is Jar Jar?
Oh, we didn't even think about that. How rude.
Jar Jar is like Fozzie Bear.
I don't even know what the Muppets are like, and I know that that's true.
Oh my God.
I know that that's true. Oh man,
Waka
Fozzie Bear,
waka.
that's hilarious.
I just simply have to tell you this joke that Connor wanted to make.
Oh, no.
No,
it's so
I-
bad.
Oh, come on. Is it inappropriate?
You gotta do it.
For Jar Jar, it's like, Beauty and the Beast, he's like a jar. Like, an inanimate object, like a jar.
Yeah, it's just a jar.
Jar.
I'm gonna start.
Oh no.
I hate it.
Oh man, I love that.
I thought it was great.
No.
You know who Jar Jar is? Oh god, Scuttle.
Mm.
That's a good answer.
I really like that one.
Oh,
Scuttle.
or the bird in Moana.
Yes. Hey. I was also on like a bird track. I was like, what are all the wacky sidekicks?
How are we getting so many answers for Jar Jar?
Because he's
Olaf.
he's
there've
the
been
best.
quite a few.
Olaf.
Don't you dare say that about my Olaf.
Look, Jar Jar Binks would talk about how much he would love to just hang out in outer space. The same way that Olaf talked about wanting to sit on a beach.
That's
And that,
fair.
like, turtles poop in squares or whatever.
Yeah. That's fair.
Olaf's given some big responsibilities too, just like Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olaf could be a Sith Lord.
That's true too. Have you guys seen that like image that an artist rendered of Darth Jar Jar?
It was so weird.
It's disorienting.
It's like,
Wait, the one that's happening like right now?
It's like it's circulating through the Facebook pages, through Star Wars Facebook
Yes,
pages.
I have seen that, and it's like kind of crispy looking.
Yeah. Crispy.
Yeah. Doesn't it look crispy?
yeah, it's like it's what happens when you don't moisturize. Okay,
Yeah.
it's been too long. on
Crispy
test-
looking.
No, it's
Oh my gosh.
Is it crispy Gungan?
Crispy Gungan. All right, guys, I'm going to end the live really quick, and then we can end the podcast. Wait, what?
But wait, we never said that Wicket W. Warwick is Pooh Bear. Just period. There's no discussion to it.
That's
Wicket's
fair.
last name is Warwick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Warwick
And it's
Davis.
also Warwick Davis's birthday today, so happy birthday, Warwick.
Wow, I didn't even post that in this story. Boo.
It's not too late. Still his
Yeah.
birthday.
I'll post it right
Well,
now.
not in England, but that's okay.
That's okay. I'm in the U.S., so it'll show up that way. Okay. Well, we'll end the live. Say bye to the internet people.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
All right. Share to IGTV.
I don't know if anyone enjoyed watching that live.
Okay, that was entirely unprofessional.
Absolutely did. There's no way they didn't enjoy watching the live. We are still recording for the podcast. So while we do that, do you guys have any like final notes, final characters you want to throw in there because you're passionate about them before we close the podcast?
I feel like we covered more than I ever thought we were going to. So
I agree.
Me too.
Who's Jabba the Hutt?
Ooh, I can't believe we didn't think of that either. Freaking
Jabba the Hutt.
Ursula.
yes.
Oh. You got it, girl.
That's too easy. That was good.
Honestly, this is like a month worth of YouTube content. Just like going through characters and talking about their different Disney counterparts. Like,
Come on.
like this.
We are a BuzzFeed article right now, I think.
We really are.
This is BuzzFeed articles.
We also, we should have talked about, like, Din Djarin. Who was that?
Oh,
I don't know who's the best dad ever.
best dad ever. Maurice. Maurice is the best dad ever.
Maurice! Yes! Yeah, it's gotta be him.
I
Yeah.
love Maurice.
Yeah, because who else is the best dad ever? Nobody. Right?
There's probably some good dads out there, right? Marlon is a very good
Marlon's a
dad.
good dad. Marlon's like an overprotective dad, and I feel like Din like teeters on that a lot.
Yeah.
He does that for sure.
It's Marlon.
What?
Marlon.
It's Marlon.
So who is Grogu? Does he get one? Is he too baby to get one?
Two babies. Grogu could be Nemo.
Female.
Yeah. No,
I
yeah.
think they're Marlon and Nemo. Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
So then Dory would be who? All of the different side characters.
Yeah.
All of them. Dory is all of them. Okay.
Oh man, we were thorough, ladies and gentlemen.
We really were. I mean, I love
stuck
that.
around this long. You were dedicated to the cause.
Yeah. I like that this silly episode went this long, though, because people can just revisit to, like, have fun, you know? I try to make my episodes, like, 45 minutes to an hour because, well, 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the topic. So I feel like this is good. We're about an hour 20, so we'll close it out, and that'll be good.
That'll be good.
All right. So, Grace, do you want to tell the people where they can find you on the interwebs?
Yeah. My Instagram is GraceFlames28. And yeah, and then Connor is my fiance. So we're getting married next year.
Woohoo!
Together.
Yeah.
He introduced me to Star Wars, and I fell in love with it
Yeah.
Yay.
a year and a half ago. So it's all.
And on the dance floor at your wedding, we will be playing.
Yub Nub. I'm 100.
Lapty neck.
Walk celebration music.
Oh.
1000%.
You want celebration music, and maybe if you guys want to put like Seagull Stopping Out on your playlist, this would be fun too.
Rebecca, you're going to be very pleased with our playlist. It's going to be
Absolutely.
pretty incredible.
Okay, Connor, do you want to drop the Instagram?
Oh, yeah. My Instagram is at Connor Sharpton. I don't have a lot of posts on there, but I will soon.
Oh,
So look forward to that.
all right. Connor building up the Insta. Rebecca, you want to tell the people where they can find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at RebHoff29.
Yay. You can
And
find...
that's it.
That's it. You can find me personally on Instagram at CJerica or on Twitter at CJerica95. You can visit my blog at thekybercrystal.wordpress.com. That's crystal with 2 L's. I have not posted on there in a long time. It probably will be quite some time before I do, but I have lots of back archived posts on there that are fun and easy to get through. I am starting a freelance writing gig, so whenever I start writing for them, I won't drop the company name just yet. you guys will see all of that on my social medias, me sharing my articles from there. You can follow the main channel, Kessel Run Weekly, at Kessel Run Weekly on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can join the Facebook group, The Kessel Crew. We don't post in there too often, but any new episodes will be posted in there. Sometimes we do fun polls, and we do spoiler posts when, like, The Mandalorian and stuff comes out. I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for doing this with me. Rebecca, thanks for the great show idea.
It was a blast.
I am
blessed.
blessed. Yeah, I am blessed to have nerd friends like you in my life. I think that's it. Thank you all for listening, and may the Force be with you.
Always.